Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, is that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said.
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January.
For years, Hollywood treated the rumors like jokes. Whispers hidden behind million-dollar parties, celebrity friendships, and carefully protected industry power. But now, those whispers are turning into accusations, and one man refuses to stay quiet.
To wake up and, damn, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted.
50 Cent has spent decades mocking Sean Diddy Combs, but according to insiders, this feud may have always been about something much deeper than rap beef. Now, with lawsuits, federal investigations, shocking interviews, and former insiders speaking out, 50 Cent says the public is finally seeing the truth. Tonight, we break down the disturbing allegations, the explosive celebrity testimonies, and the hidden Hollywood connections surrounding one of music's most powerful moguls.
He assaulted his son's football coach with kettlebells, and I guess you guys are friends, but you immediately went on Instagram with this, which is really funny.
Yeah.
It was really funny. Did he find that amusing?
He probably didn't. But, you know, like when I first heard it, it just was funny to me because, like, no matter what you do, you get these different status. Like, you'd be like writer, producer, a mogul.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get in trouble, they go rapper.
Ah.
You go right back to rapper.
Right back to rapper.
And then I saw that happen to him, and I was like laughing. I poked fun at it because, you know, it didn't seem like a real serious situation. And then when it kind of, you know, it starts bad. No matter what it is, it starts bad in the news, and then it kind of makes its way over to something positive.
Yeah.
And no one reports it when it starts to become positive.
Right.
And then as it started to, you know, work its way out, I felt better about me poking fun at it.
Yeah.
50 framed his comments as jokes, but behind the humor was a growing public suspicion that something much darker existed behind the scenes. In November 2023, singer Cassie Ventura filed a bombshell federal lawsuit accusing Diddy of years of abuse, coercion, violence, and manipulation during their relationship.
And the reality of Total is that Kima Dyson started that group. Puffy got into the mix later. But her mom was like their manager. Her sister Vita survived. Her sister Vita was with Irv Gotti before Ashanti got there. Like, these were girls who were making their bones in the game. They were making deals. They were getting deals. Like, and they did this before Puffy came. Their name was breaking before Puffy got involved. Then Puffy got involved, and then the next thing you know, Missy gets involved. And when Missy got involved, everything changed. But what I hated more than anything was how Kima Dyson kind of got ostracized from the entity that she was damn near responsible for creating because she wasn't because she was straight, because she had a husband, because she had children, because they had a family, because they had a business. And then the next thing you know, here come Puffy, Diddy, dirty money.
Yeah,
real fast.
They did nothing either.
I mean,
Then it became nothing. Like, his groups do nothing. Like, they start off good, but I believe it's him. He's the #1 denominator, you know what I mean?
Hey, Clive Davis's artist kind of...
Lawsuit alleged disturbing behavior, including physical assault, forced encounters, and controlling conduct. Diddy denied all allegations, but what shocked the public most was how quickly the case was settled. Within 24 hours, both sides announced a private settlement. That sudden resolution fueled even more speculation online.
About him making her search for prostitutes who were dark-skinned with big black asses. That's literally what he made her search for.
I mean, that's what he into.
What do you think Diddy and Farnsworth Bentley's real relationship was?
Concubine.
50 Cent immediately responded on social media, implying a rapid settlement raised serious questions. Meanwhile, more former associates and industry insiders began speaking publicly. One of the loudest voices criticizing Diddy has been Jaguar Wright.
When I started addressing my issues about what happened to Malik B and what happened to Flo Brown, I just started looking, as I've gotten older, like I dissect life a little differently now. I'm always looking for the origin of a problem. I'm not looking to deal with the fallout that is presently here now. If I want to get rid of it, I got to go to the origin. I got to figure out where it comes from, and I got to dig those roots up, and I got to make sure it can't continue to grow.
But what made you tell about P. Diddy and Christopher Williams?
Because they had it coming. They had it coming. I had no intention of ever telling that story. Matter of fact, I wasn't going to tell the story, but they kept posting nasty things about my kids on Instagram.
Over the past several years, Wright has repeatedly accused powerful figures in the music industry of exploitation, manipulation, and abuse behind closed doors. Many initially dismissed her claims, but after the lawsuits surfaced, some fans began revisiting her interviews with new attention.
Well, let me straighten the wig.
All right, there's a Hollywood party. I'm not gonna say any of the names though. I'm just if Spirit give it to you, I will not deny what you say. Okay, it was a certain urban artist, but he wasn't black. Had a big record that just broke. He was married to an actress at the time.
So him and Robin Thicke.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was at his dad's house, which I guess is his house now, in Sunset Hills. I went with an old associate of mine. His name is Jimmy, and he was the vice president of Andre Harrell's label, New America.
You talking about Jimmy, I mean?
No.
Okay.
Jimmy's back.
Oh. Give it to
now.
me.
But he was the vice president of New America, which was the label that Robin Thicke was on at the time. So me and Jimmy get to the party. It was very interesting. There was a certain supermodel that showed up at the party and was thrown out of the party for some very, very, very vulgar conversation, very loudly about people. There were video girls there that were dancing. Michael Rappaport was there that night.
Who?
Michael Rappaport. The one who's beefing with KD. With Kevin Durant.
Is he an athlete as well?
No, Michael Rappaport, the actor. He played Remy in Higher Learning.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, he was there at the party. And there was a guy that was a comedian. He used to be on MTV. He just kind of disappeared. He was there. And a few other people were there. Andre Harrell was there. And it was a very interesting night. There was a lot of party favors. And
when you say party favors, we mean?
Yeah, party favors. And of course there was alcohol. And so the video dancers were dancing, and then the girls got upset because they weren't getting any attention because they couldn't dance like the dancers could because they were all women of color. So then they decided to do a whole love scene on the pool table in the living room by the fireplace.
Of course they did.
You know, but there were a few inappropriate things that happened. But this particular supermodel, she did spread eagle, and she didn't have any dress. Her whole, life force, and told everybody to inside out or something like that. Hollywood house parties are like that, or you'll go and just out of nowhere, things will just turn left.
But it seems like as you said, it seemed like this is like the
Wright described a Hollywood environment fueled by secrecy, intimidation, and unchecked power. It's important to note, many of her claims remain allegations and have not been independently verified. However, her interviews gained renewed traction as more people connected her statements to ongoing legal developments. Perhaps the most disturbing part of these stories involves the alleged party culture surrounding powerful entertainment executives.
What I think about it is this, when I grew up in the church, the sinners was not supposed to have the same atmosphere with the saints. You had to be able to separate the two. So I'm looking at him as a saint going to a party that ain't nothing but sin. Drinking, maybe fornication, man on man, woman on woman, he on she. But maybe he there to lay some hands on somebody. Maybe he there to save some souls. I know he got a contract with Revolt, so I'm just like, it's just real strange that he would be found at any kind of Diddy party or any kind of place with Diddy unless it's in a business atmosphere. So now what he's doing is he's making, he making the Christians look real bad right about now.
And you've been to these parties, right?
Oh yeah, I was there when he was doing the white parties in the Hamptons and the whole 9 yards. So I know what goes on at the parties. If, they probably got a little bit more freakier, as time went on, because they got to the point whereas that they didn't even care. It used to be secretly, where people used to go to, separate rooms and different rooms, and they wasn't doing that out in the public, but now they don't care. Men kissing men and all this other stuff. That's just crazy. I was getting calls from females that stated that they had situations that were, I'm trying to put it in a way, there were situations that if law enforcement individuals heard it, they had, Puff had broke the law with them. So he had committed a crime. And in doing so, if those are the females who went and found the lawyers to take their case, he's gonna be facing criminal charges because the act in which they explained to me were criminal acts. The drug, the touching, the raping, all.
Former attendees described environments filled with drugs, celebrities, secrecy, and behavior many considered deeply inappropriate. Again, these stories remain unproven allegations, but multiple interviews over the years paint a similar picture. Exclusive parties where power, influence, and fear allegedly blurred together.
Hard. There were a lot of things I seen and a lot of positions that I think I was put in where I had to make very, very tough decisions in my life about who I would be. I was 13 years old, and being 13, having that type of exposure, it was cool to go to Howard Homecoming with Puff. It was great to be able to go to Club USA or the Supper Club, with Puffy in that time, or the Tunnel. But these are places that a 13-year-old probably should not be. Most kids will be excited about it. Most kids are trying to figure out, how to be around, hot girls, pretty girls. I'm around grown women, and I'm seeing them do things and have experiences that I'm not quite ready for. And I think that he was just trying to show me the lifestyle. However, that's not what I was there for. I was there because I wanted a career, man. So we would fight, we would tussle. More than often, I think Puffy would say, man, you gotta chill. Like, you just a little bit too intense. You gotta relax. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I'm 13 years old, like banging on this man as though You know, I am the manager. I am the spokesperson for Usher. And I'm telling him, look, you're gonna put me in the studio, man. You got Biggie Smalls in there, you got Craig Mack in there. You're gonna make me a priority too. I'm not here to party with you. I don't wanna go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs? I think as a kid, I realized, hey, look, that's not my ring. That's not my moment. That's not my bottle. That's not my drink. That's not my celebration. So I'm not here to celebrate. I wanted people to be excited about me the way that they were excited about him. I wanted my own success. So I would stay at the studio. All of what I could absorb from being an artist, being around other performers like Mary J. Blige, Jodeci, I'll Be Sure at the time, Missy Elliott, Timbaland, all of these people, I would just absorb every bit of what I could get my hands on. I was just pulling everything I possibly could. There was a lesson in all of it. There was something to pull from it all because I got a chance to see a glimpse of the lifestyle, a glimpse of the idea of what it was to be successful. And part of all of this is really, if you can see it, then you should believe it.
Usher said he felt a lot of pressure.
The internet quickly began comparing these stories to previous scandals involving elite celebrity circles in Hollywood. Another major discussion surrounding Diddy focuses on young artists entering the music business. Critics have accused major executives for decades of exploiting inexperienced performers through unfair contracts and psychological pressure. Former Bad Boy artists, including Mace, publicly criticized Diddy over publishing rights and business disputes.
Way before all this shit came out. Y'all be, you motherfuckers like always saying, and you too, John, Reggie be lying, Reggie making up shit. But if y'all go and listen to my videos before, y'all see I done spoke on all this bullshit before. Been telling y'all, Puffy Combs is a fucking homosexual. Any man sitting paying a motherfucking meal to come and watch him have sex with his girl is a weirdo. Now I know y'all be like, well, you don't watch porn, you don't watch porn. No, number one, I don't pay a motherfucking man to come and watch me or let me watch them a man. I mean, a girl. I ain't gonna pay no man to do that. And generally, if I'm watching porn, it's girl on girl. That's just my taste. But yeah, that's crazy. But I've been telling y'all the nigga is gay. He's gay, but when you have to have these females around, you gotta hide that crazy fantasy. Y'all got Gene done told y'all. The nigga going to buy butt plugs. Somebody gonna come out and tell y'all these stories.
Mace claimed he never received the respect or compensation he believed he earned during his years at Bad Boy Records. Those frustrations added fuel to ongoing conversations about power imbalance in the entertainment industry. One of the most widely shared interviews resurfacing online involves Usher discussing his teenage years under Diddy's mentorship. Usher explained that as a young teenager, he was exposed to adult environments and nightlife far earlier than he was emotionally prepared for.
As a result of being around that man, Sean Puffy Combs, I don't sleep to this day. I have a problem sleeping to this day. I got it from him. I mean, this is a dude who just never slept. He's probably the first one to get up and the last one to go to sleep. So at the age of 8, 9, I began to ask myself, like, what am I gonna do with my life? Who am I gonna be? Am I gonna be a teenager who sleeps on my mom's couch, looking for, a menial job that, will at least give me enough to just pay for gas to get there and from every day? Nah, I want to do something that I feel is going to take my mom out of here and hopefully put us in a better situation.
Importantly, Usher did not accuse Diddy of criminal conduct in this interview. Instead, he reflected on the pressure and confusion that came with entering the music industry at such a young age. Still, after the recent allegations against Diddy surfaced, many viewers began analyzing those old interviews differently.
It's really good. Let me take my shit off. Now, I could say this because it's not something I didn't say to him. Puff, how do I want to say this? Me and Puff was like, I felt like I did more than I got credit for, more than I got paid for.
You felt or did you do that? Because you said felt, like
okay,
feeling.
let's clear that up then.
You saying you feeling that?
No, we gonna keep it with, because I'm trying to be nice. I never got paid what I was worth, and I never got the respect I was worth. So the disdain that I got for Puff is more like, you trying to keep me here, nigga. I'm not here. All my peers is up here. All my peers are bosses. When it's time, just like somebody raised somebody up, you know they did work with you, they go from your little man to maybe A&R to something else.
As lawsuits multiplied, federal scrutiny surrounding Diddy intensified. In 2024, Homeland Security agents conducted raids connected to investigations involving alleged trafficking and other serious accusations. Diddy has denied wrongdoing and has not been convicted of any crime related to these allegations. However, the investigations dramatically changed public perception. For years, critics claimed Diddy's celebrity status protected him from accountability. Now, many believe that era may finally be ending. Former industry figures and commentators also entered the conversation. Reggie Wright Jr. publicly claimed he had warned audiences about Diddy's behavior for years. Online creators amplified these statements, helping the controversy spread far beyond traditional media. At this point, the story was no longer just about celebrity gossip. It had evolved into a broader conversation about fame, power, silence, and accountability inside the entertainment business. Through all of this, 50 Cent continued posting memes, reactions, and commentary online. But insiders now believe his upcoming documentary project could take things much further. Reports suggest the project may examine allegations, lawsuits, and stories surrounding Diddy's career from multiple perspectives. If released, it could become one of the most controversial hip-hop documentaries in years. And knowing 50 Cent's history, few expect him to hold back.